Here are 7 things that I learned by having a YouTube channel, and these are in no particular order, you guys, but I just thought I'd kind of reflect on my experience so far. I've been doing this now for just about a year next month, so let's dive right into it. So the first thing I learned by having a YouTube channel is I can have a channel without being on camera, which I like a lot. I'd rather just talk, kind of do radio style almost. Although, I feature like lightsabers and, well, my hands in the video, but I just don't want to be on camera. So it's kind of nice because I always thought of YouTube videos as being a video. So I was kind of thinking about doing a YouTube channel, but I was like, I don't want to be on video. But then when I decided to just try it out anyway without being on camera, and it ended up working out, I was just like, wow, okay, that's kind of neat. I can still do this without being on camera. So anyway, that's kind of sweet. Another thing I learned, number 2, the second thing that I learned about having a YouTube channel is it's pretty much a job. So especially, you guys know how much I post content here, right? And that all takes a long time, even though I kind of have a almost off-the-cuff style, or a lot of my stuff I just will have some notes and then kind of go from there. But it's still a lot of work making these videos, even though I don't have like a super high production value or anything like that. Got to come up with topics, got to get new stuff to review, all that good stuff. All of that takes time. And it is a lot of fun. I'm not saying it's not fun, but just doing all of this stuff, producing the content, answering some of the comments, just all of that, it is basically a job. And at this point anyway, at least as of the time of the recording of this video, I don't really get paid, to speak of to do this, which is totally fine. So I used to be monetized with AdSense, but then, YouTube dropped a bunch of people from monetization a while back because they changed their standards. And I didn't make the cut in those days, and I've been waiting for around a month to get remonetized because I now qualify. But at any rate, even if I got the monetization, I don't think I'm allowed to speak in numbers and stuff. It's not like the level I'm at is a full-time career or anything like that. So at any rate, that's maybe kind of rambling a little bit. And I have made a little money from some other affiliate stuff, but again, it's been very minimal so far, you guys. But oh well, we'll see where it goes maybe in the future. But yeah, whether I'm really paid anything or not, it does kind of feel like a job. And I don't mean that in a negative way, just in a like, oh, that's just how it feels way. Okay, the third thing I learned about having a YouTube channel is it is really neat to see the channel grow. So that kind of dovetails maybe on the last point that it feels like a job. But, if you're doing any job, it always feels nice to see like the fruits of your efforts. And, just seeing these videos get more and more views and just interaction from you guys and more subscribers and all of that good stuff. It just shows there's an interest here, and it shows that you find something valuable here. So I truly appreciate that. Thank you for watching and subscribing and all of that. Thank you. So the fourth thing I learned by having a YouTube channel is most of the commenters, like you guys, most of the watchers are great and very nice people. And I appreciate that. There are a few people that comment in negative ways, and that's certainly their right. But just a side, tip for everyone, if you cuss in your comment, that's going to get automatically flagged unless you kind of cuss in a creative way. So that's not me really, directly censoring you. But I would prefer not to have, a bunch of comments with cussing in them anyway. So it's fine if you're angry or upset about something, but just try to phrase it in a tactful way, without dropping the F-bomb everywhere. And I'll totally keep your comment, and YouTube won't flag that. So anyway, I always appreciate when you guys are, civil, and, you can be constructive, and I don't expect you to always agree with me. That would be kind of dumb. you definitely disagree with me, just, keep it respectful. And there was that person, this was a while back, maybe some of you remember this. I had 1 to 2 trolls, on the channel, and I interacted with both of them. And one of them just kept calling me fat in their comments, which I was like, that's a really weird thing. I think they just really wanted me to be on camera. And yeah, at any rate. And I still, whether I'm fat or not, that's irrelevant. And so, whatever. I interacted with it. I should actually find that again. It was kind of interesting interacting with that person. And then they kind of drifted away after a while when they saw that I wasn't going to do a face reveal or anything. But whatever. So, I've been very fortunate and haven't really had too many problems with, people kind of trolling the videos, although that can always change. So, at any rate, yeah, I guess when you're a YouTube creator, you're always putting yourself out there that way, and you can always get people behaving that way if they want to. But all in all, back to the positive, most of you guys are great and, nice, and you provide nice comments, so I like that. Thanks. Another thing I've learned by having a YouTube channel is people notice very small things. So maybe I knew this kind of, I don't know, at a cursory level before, but people will be like, oh, are you okay? Like, you sound like you have a cold. And then, I didn't at the time. Or like, oh, you have a little scratch here, or like you're wearing a purple shirt or something, like if my sleeve is on camera. It's like, it's weird stuff. And I'm thinking like, wow, I didn't notice that. But, when people are watching my videos, they can hone in on the smallest detail like that. Or it could be about, the saber. Speaking of sounding like I have a cold. No, I don't. But now I lost my train of thought. Yeah, people can just kind of hone in on the smallest detail, and that could be related to whatever I'm reviewing as well. So that's kind of interesting. But I guess that's why, people can stop a video and start it and kind of pause it at a specific second. So that's how people are able to do that. But yeah, it's kind of interesting. Okay, another thing I've learned, number 6, we're on number 6 now. The 6th thing I've learned about having a YouTube channel is I have gotten better at talking on camera, or at least I feel like I have. It's become a little more comfortable. And that's a skill that I'm very happy about, working on it, working on it with this channel, with you guys, improving speaking skills. And even though, like I've said, I'm just kind of talking for myself and then posting it for everybody, it still feels a little bit like public speaking, and developing this skill should be able to carry over into other aspects of life. So I enjoy that. And yeah, I guess I wasn't really thinking about that so much when I started the channel, but it does seem a little easier to kind of just talk like that. So anyway, and let's see, number 7, we're going to the last one now. Number 7 is, okay, once you kind of grow a YouTube channel a little bit, which I'm still a small channel, by the way, like a little over 1,000 subscribers and all that, but once I got around 1,000 subscribers or somewhere like that, it seemed like fewer people were trying to lecture me on how to run my channel. And so I wonder if there is some sort of turning point where people start seeing you as being a little more legitimate, or maybe they just understand that your channel has grown to a point, and you've been doing things the way you've been doing them for a while, and maybe they're just like, that's the way that they do them. And they're not trying to be like, you should do this, this, and the other thing. And it seemed like a lot more people did that when I was a smaller channel. But it's weird because that type of unsolicited advice, it seems to come from people that don't even have their own channels at all, or at least when they're posting the advice, it'll be somebody with like no subscribers or like 10 subscribers trying to give you a bunch of advice that you didn't ask for. So I don't know, it seems like that's changed. And by the way, I'm not talking about people like suggesting video ideas. That's totally cool. I love when you guys do that, but I mean more like suggesting how you should exactly run your YouTube channel. And so I don't know, whenever I would see that, it's like, I never asked you to do that. You know, I'm going to run my channel the way I want to. Thank you. But anyway, those are just kind of the 7 things that I've learned by running a YouTube channel. I've also learned that I say anyway a lot. I just heard myself say that. Or there's certain words and phrases that I'll end up saying more than I maybe want to. That's maybe something to add to the list of things to work on. And, you know, final bonus thing beyond that is it's been a very fun journey, and I appreciate all of you watching. And I'd love to see this channel continue to grow and kind of continue to build a community. And the big reason for that is you guys watching and commenting and subscribing, etc. So yeah, I'll just end there. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching. This has been a lot of fun. Let's see where we can go.